Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done to educate consumers, grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. This is a series of spotlights on remarkable exit planning advisors from across the country. And joining me on this segment is Mike Heckman. He's the founder of Sable Wealth Management. Mike, welcome to the program.
Yeah, great to be here. Thank you.
Mike, tell us a little bit about your work and specifically tell us who are the types of clients that you specialize in helping?
Yes, our clients are typically successful people, large part business owners, retirees, and medical professionals are our main segments that we seem to make a lot of impact on.
So those business owners, they're great at growing a business and growth. But when it comes time to exiting, how much thought do they put into that? And do they even know what exit planning means or the need for a plan?
Yes, on the people that we work with, it kind of gets baked into their business management model so that they can kind of integrate it with their personal financial planning and kind of get an idea of like what kind of valuation to set up for. Nationally, the Exit Planning Institute does a lot of research on this, and surprisingly, as many as half or the post 49% really haven't done any real exit planning or even has a lot of understanding of what that is.
Let's shed some light on the importance of planning, because that's one of the inspirations of this program. What are some of the dangers or pitfalls that people may face if they exit their business without a plan?
Yeah, kind of like on that same research, 4 out of 5 business owners, I had it written down so I wouldn't mess this up. 4 out of 5 business owners regret it after 12 months out of selling the business because of, I would think, a large part. 3 out of 4 business owners surveyed profoundly regretted the decision. So they two-part. One is not proper financial integration, as far as like what's next, so there might be like a lifestyle haircut that they weren't expecting, and some of those things are within our control and without our control. So if somebody has like a health issue or some kind of macroeconomic effect that their business has to shut down before they're ready for, so that they might not be ready for in that regard. And then with some of my clients, I've seen that it's a surprise of how much identity that they have, with that business that they've grown or inherited and developed. And then so when they leave the business, it's like, okay, what's next? Where's my value really coming from? So I think there's an emotional component there as well.
One of the really things we wanted to do with this series was shed some light and educate folks on the services of an exit planning advisor.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a broad topic, but can you give us a 10,000-foot view on like how you help this business owner when you step in and help them with their plan? What are the big key areas of focus?
Yeah. So a lot of baby boomers, the majority of them that are business owners have 70 to 80% of their net worth tied into their business. So when you have this large investment in your business and you're don't have the self-awareness or even an idea of who would want to buy this business and what would it look like if I tried to get out of it, or do I have somebody in my family that wants to take this over? There's a lot of helping people find the self-awareness in their talking business self-awareness, so that they can kind of see, hey, what are my strengths and weaknesses within my business? And then we can look at ways to improve the way that they run their business, and then that calculates to business valuations, and so that they're able to sell their business if it's a business to be sold, or if it's one that's a lifestyle type business that it's going to end when the owner retires. Then integrate that into the rest of their life plan so that there's a smooth transition and who and what they care about is okay after they leave.
How much time is needed to put together a proper plan typically? What does that kind of look like? And when is there a right time to start exit planning?
I would say that the right time to start exit planning is when you really have, is well before you want to actually exit the business, because proper exit planning, I think a lot of business owners are surprised to find, is just sound business management. So when you do exit planning, isn't meaning I'm going to leave my business, but it means that I have the option to leave my business. So when you complete your exit plan, you kind of make a decision. I would think, like every 5-6 months to a year of hey, do I want to do this for another year, or is it time to leave? And then you gain control that if you can leave your business at any time and you have your lifestyle checklist in order, then you have that. As far as like the time to prepare, that is so individualized for each business and situation and other responsibilities that some could be ready to go in 6 months, and some it's a 3 to 5 year process.
Mike, what inspired you to become a exit planning advisor, and really focus on this area in your practice? Tell us how you got started.
So I got into financial planning in large part because when my dad died, I was only 19 years old, and I was his only adult son and had to handle his affairs. And he didn't have a real estate plan set up, and kind of going through that process, I took a lot of bad advice and had a lot of good advice put in front of me, and really made a lot of bad choices. And then so when I kind of started working in this role, I worked really hard to become like the financial advisor that I wished I had at that time. And then as I built relationships through growing my business, I found a need, of those that I serve to get better in this. So I went and reached out to the Exit Planning Institute and went through their training and testing so that I could serve those clients that I cared about better.
Mike, before I ask you my last question, is there anything that I didn't think to ask you in regards to exit planning that you feel is important to share with business owners considering exiting now or in the near future?
If I wanted to have one thing resonate with business owners, it would be that exit planning isn't exactly what you think. Exit planning is the beginning of sound business management, and it should be a process to be done sooner rather than later.
That's a terrific insight. I appreciate that. Mike, for business owners listening that resonate with your message and would like to speak with you, how can they find you and connect with you?
No, absolutely. My team is ready to serve and start facilitating that. We're at sablepointwealthmanagement.com, which is spelled SABLE, after the lighthouse that my grandpa grew up at. And then our main office line is in Ludington, Michigan at 231-425-4308. 231-425-4308. Always say it twice because numbers sometimes get.
Mike, this has been terrific. I really appreciate you taking the time to share with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Oh, thank you. Great to be here, Mark. Thank you.
That was Mike Heckman, founder of Sable Point Wealth Management. And this segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done to educate consumers, grow their businesses and practices, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.